am back with another video. This is an update on the tour I am currently on and my current situation. I am currently on tour in London and we'll be starting our 4th week on Monday. I've said all along that this tour has been a bit cursed. A lot of things has happened where normally they wouldn't happen. I have been team leader before on a tour, I've been on other tours, and I've never really had any issues or problems with set or tech breaking. But on this tour, again, I'm a team leader, and in one day I had to phone the office saying that 2 things had broken and needed to be fixed, or something new needed to be sent to us. School gate shut on our van, that scratched a bit of the paint. Twice now we have left part of our set in school, we've had to go back and get it. We've had a heat wave, we've had to do shows in 34 degrees heat, and inside the hall when you have like 60 plus kids, it is so much hotter. We had managed to get through 2.5 weeks of not having to carry things upstairs. In one day we had 2 schools that were on the 4th floor, and this was one of the hottest days of the year. In our first accommodation, the Wi-Fi was absolutely shocking and didn't work, and the shower always got cold. We got to our new accommodation, the shower broke, but they're lovely people and they're currently fixing that for us. The dishwasher didn't work, we had a blocked toilet. Everything just seems to be going against me on this tour, and just as I thought things couldn't get any worse, Wednesday was the day where we had the 2 schools which had the hall on the 4th floor. We were all feeling a bit rugged then on the Wednesday, a bit worn out. So the setup is we normally have an hour time to do a get-in and put a setup. It's an hour show and workshop, and then we normally set off within the next 20 minutes, half an hour. The second show on Thursday, they were only giving us 20 minutes to do the get-in, to set everything up, and then be ready for the kids. So it was a really tight squeeze. We managed to do it all in time. Again, it was still really warm. And then we started the show, and there's a part of the show where we jump and go, it's not, it's not, it's not. And as I raised my legs up to the air and bent them up, I heard my right knee, which is the knee I had an operation on at the beginning of the year, I heard my right knee clunk, or like a snap happen in it. And this was at the beginning of the performance. So I was like, okay, I can still stand on it, I can still hobble, let's just carry on and we'll be fine. So we did the performance on Thursday, and I was like, listen, I've only got Friday left and then it's the weekend, so I'll do Friday. So we did the get-in and we did the 2 shows on Friday, and then I was like, Friday night I'll go to A&E just to make sure that everything is alright, because it was the knee I had an operation on. I was kind of a bit worried that I'd damaged something that they had fixed or whatnot, so I just wanted to go check out. Also, I have a really high pain threshold, so I don't feel pain very much, which means it's kind of a good thing but then a bad thing if something has actually happened to me, and I just assume that it's nothing because I don't feel that much pain. Emma, bless her, took me to A&E. I went to see the guy, and he was like, there's a lot of swelling there. He's like, I'll just send you for routine x-rays. I don't think it'll show anything up, it might show bleeding. So I went to get my x-ray, and just before I left my x-ray room, the radiographer goes to me, and you've never fractured your kneecap before? I was like, no, never, I've never broken a bone except for my pinky. It's always my ligaments that have issues, not my bones. That was kind of playing on my mind. Why did he ask me if I'd ever broken my kneecap before? No, I'd never broken my patella before. But anyway, I kind of pushed that to the corner of my mind. I was like, it's just gonna be my ligament. So I eventually get called back into the doctor, and he walks me to the room, he sits me down and he's like, so you've broken your patella? I was like, how? I was so confused as to how it could have happened, because there was no impact. I was in midair, there was no weight on my knee, it was just me bending my joint. And the doctor was like, the only thing I can assume is after your operation, your ligaments are tighter than what they probably should be, and by bending my knee, the ligaments have pulled so hard on my kneecap, it has literally just broken my kneecap. It's just broken it. I was kind of like, okay. So the doctor said, he was like, we'll get you in a knee brace. He said I'll have to obviously go back and see osteopath. I don't know, someone who deals with joints and bones. And he also said that he was gonna send my x-rays on to a specialist just in case I needed an operation. What I was worried about mostly was not being able to complete my tour. I've got 2 weeks left. I don't like being out of work, and I feel like I've been out of work a lot due to my knee. So I asked him twice. I was like, am I still able to carry on doing what I'm doing, or, you know, do I have to stop? He's like, you can put weight on it, you can wait there, carry on doing what you're doing, just make sure that you don't do anything silly. That was kind of a relief, because I didn't want him telling me that that was it, I'm done, I have to stop. So I have this bad boy now. this thing I have to wear. I feel like I'm living in a knee brace now. I think this year I've been in a knee brace more than what I've been out of a knee brace, which is kind of a bit frustrating, but it's fine. I'm kind of getting used to it now. So I phoned up my boss and he kind of suggested that it was down to me. They said that they wanted to keep me on if I felt like I was fine and fit enough to do it. He said I've got to obviously take care of myself and know if something's not right, then I've got to stop and I've got to be careful. Unfortunately now I'm unable to drive the van. Emma is the only person who's able to drive the lesser, which is a lot to ask of someone. It's kind of annoying, but it's just one of those things. But luckily, as I said, I am allowed to stay on tour. The video that I was supposed to be going up today was about the story of the trouble I had getting my camera, which is another thing that's kind of like, this tour is cursed. You'll probably get that video next week. It's really not an exciting video. Again, it's one of those videos, as this one is kind of more of a diary vlog for me, so that I can look back at these things and remember, oh yeah, that's the time where that happened, and remember the story clearer than what I probably would if I just relied on my memory, because my memory just ain't good. So yes, that is my current situation. Other than that and all the things that seem to be going wrong, this tour's going brilliant. So thanks for watching, guys. Diolch. They're my daffodil. They're not daffodils. They're sunflowers.